I'm Furball, and today we're gonna see if we can repair this Nintendo 64 controller. Um, I got this in a lot with the 64 or whatever, broken as you do. And the cable here is pretty bad off. Okay, so we've got busted wires and it's just chewed up. So you could fix that by whoops, you could fix that by, cutting it and splicing all the wires, solder them up real nice, tape it up real good, and it won't look perfect, to sell or anything like that, but it would totally work. What I'm going to do is we're going to try and swap this with a replacement cable that I have. And this is like a bag of parts I wound up with, I don't know, in a different lot somewhere. But those are all parts for a 64 controller, and it looks like this cable is intact with some sticky stuff on the cable. We can get that off later. And it appears to have been unplugged or desoldered from the board, so we'll have to see what's going on with that. Um, so we'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. This controller also has a really nice joystick on it too, so we won't have to replace that or repair it or whatever. They put so many screws in this controller. They really don't want you in here. And then you can't forget the two little ones inside here. Alright. You want to be careful as you pull that off. You don't want to lose your triggers and stuff. So we'll set that to the side. Okay. So our cable. Okay. Well, we'll lose the triggers anyways, right? Is right here. But it appears to be soldered into the board. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just desolder that and replace it with the replacement cable. To do that, we're gonna have to take the board out. Oh, come on. So we unplugged the joystick, and then this pad is attached to the board. So we're gonna have to pull out the button here for the was that the Z button, I believe. These two go with the board. I bet I missed. Oh, you did not lift it up correctly. All right. So we'll set the rest to the side. Let's take a look at this. So we've got these 3 solder points. Okay, and so we can just pull that right off. The other one, of course, matches because it's the same cable from a real Nintendo 64 controller. So we'll just put that in the same way that this one comes out. We should turn on the desoldering iron in order to do that. Or desoldering gun. Yeah, once we replace the whole cable, you know, it'll look nice again. Oh, look, the rubber piece fell off. Might as well take them off. Other than that, it looks like this is in really good shape. So definitely worth swapping the cable, make it look nice, and, you know, it'll be decent for the next person that gets to love it. Might be hot enough now. Let's see. Okay, so it's those 3 right there. Alright, let's see how that did. Oh yeah. Comes right out. So there's our old cable. We'll throw that to the side in case we need it out of desperation or something later. And we'll just put this one right in. Real snug fit, I like that. And we'll turn on the soldering iron. That'll heat up real quick. Oh, and of course, we're going to want some solder for this. This should go just as smooth. There you go. All right. And let's grab the meter. Where did I set the multimeter? Make sure we didn't bridge anything. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Just want to be sure about that. Yeah, so we've got our new cable in there. Or replacement cable, because it's not new. We hope it works. Let's say that. Because I don't know the story of this cable. It just came in that Ziploc bag, so hopefully it works. Crap, what's happening? I did not want to cooperate. I think I've weakened one of those clips very badly. Okay, it's okay. Alright. And I believe, is it the orange one? Yes. Okay. So this doesn't have the original bends in it anymore. So we're going to try to get it in there the way it's supposed to be. And hopefully that works. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to stay in place. Maybe I can kind of hold it there. Okay. It appears that we have it in there. Let's go ahead and put these little screws back in to hold the pressure on that. It's alright. So, let's test it out and see if we fixed it. And sweet. We have it working. Why all these questions? Yeah, so cool. A pretty simple fix if you have the right tools. That was interesting. And yeah, so you know, we'll still have the busted cable to use for parts later if we need to or whatever. But now this controller is complete and working and ready to go. So definitely nothing wrong with that. And it was worth the few minutes that it took to fix it. Does okay? Yeah. See, start button works. All right, let's walk him around a little bit. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, joystick works nice. Whoa. Huh. Are you chasing me, robot? Alright. Sweet. Then, you know, we'll just put the last few screws back in there. And it's complete. Not too difficult. And not too time consuming, you know, if you have the parts. If not, like if you just are trying to fix it to make it work again, you can totally, you know, splice that cable back together. And if you do a decent enough job, it'll last you, you know. But if you do have, you know, just a random replacement on hand, like that's the only cable I had like that laying around, but that's why it was laying around. It's like, oh, hey, we need that part, so. Very nice to be able to switch that easy, you know, and the desoldering gun helps. You can do it without that. You can use a solder wick, you know, some flux, and you can take it out that way. Use your iron to heat it up some. But it's a lot quicker and easier, you know, if you've got those kinds of tools. I know not everybody has that, but. Alright. Good working Nintendo 64 controller, like, with a good new cable. Just needs to be cleaned up a bit. This is like part of an old rubber band that's on there or something. Alright. And yeah, so I can clean that up with some alcohol or whatever, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video. You know, click the like button to let me know, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.